Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Daniel.
My name's Jason.
I'm James.
And we got a cool show for you guys today. There's a couple things that we want to go over. We also got another special guest hiding back there waiting to make their appearance. But a couple things that I just wanted to go over real quick. How was your weekend?
Weekend was great. A lot of good sales at the shop. Everyone's out shopping. I know by the time this airs, Christmas will be over, but we're in the full swing of it right now.
Absolutely.
2 days before. So yeah, it was not bad. What did I do this weekend other than that?
But you were open today, right?
Yeah, and we're open Monday. We usually aren't.
Are you going to be open next Monday?
No.
Okay.
Christmas will be over then.
Okay.
But no, I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. We worked this weekend. Yeah. I didn't do anything fun.
Nothing too exciting. What about you?
I think it was fun. It was fun.
Working or what?
Yeah, working. Yeah, we've been pretty busy, steady. Thank you to everybody that's been coming into the shop. We really appreciate the business. It was a good way to start to end the year right before Christmas. Hope everyone has like a Merry Christmas. But fun-wise, we've been talking to a lot of people just about toys and, helping them what they're looking for. And it always feels good to help somebody find something that they've been looking for.
Well, besides this weekend, so it was a good weekend. You made good money, stayed open on a Monday. Did you see anything this weekend?
Just been watching a lot of streaming movies, Christmas movies and stuff.
Streaming Christmas movies?
Yeah.
Anything special? Because I know we're going to talk about later about like horror Christmas movies, but
that's mainly what I've been watching. Those horror Christmas ones.
All right, well,
I can tell you about one that won't be on my list.
That you saw recently?
Yeah, I just saw it last night.
Oh, what is it?
It's A Wonderful Knife.
Oh,
and
I heard that's Edgar's favorite movie, right?
Yeah, that's about all. That's about all I'm going to give.
Okay.
For that.
What about you?
We watched Abigail last night.
Oh, okay.
That was new, something new. And then of course we've been going through your like normal Christmas movies, like
horror Christmas movies, or just like Christmas movies.
Both, yeah. Because we watched. I'm gonna forget the name of it, so you could put up that the thing where it says
Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree.
That was not a horror
Ernest
movie.
Saves Christmas.
Oh, you watching a horror movie?
It wasn't a horror movie.
It was a Christmas movie.
It was a Christmas
remember
movie,
what it was,
yeah.
so that you come out with Ernest Saves.
It was the one where the dude's at the airport.
With the little troll. Sorry.
Home Alone?
No, remember the new one that just came out where the guy's at the airport and
is it for Christmas?
He's doing the TSA.
It's not Cargo, but it's like something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's a TSA movie.
Guy.
It's Die Hard Light.
Yeah,
that's what I'd call it.
Yeah. No, but I know what you're talking about. Then what's the dude from the terrorist guy in that movie?
Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Teen Wolf 2.
How was it?
Teen Wolf 2.
It was entertaining.
Okay.
Like it was, it wasn't gonna go on it's not going on the shelf. We're not gonna buy it or anything. But for what the content is and what they're putting out, I would say it was a good watch. Like it was.
Just so you know, it's a Netflix movie, so they won't put it on DVD.
I was gonna say Netflix. They tend to put out some good stuff, and if it only resides on Netflix, I'd be happy about that.
Well, if it was on DVD or Blu-ray, I'd put it's an airport
Wait, did
movie.
you watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's an airport.
It's
movie.
all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
I saw Sonic. I know you're not a Sonic fan. Are you a Sonic fan?
Sonic fan?
Did you see it?
I have not seen it.
It's like the best of the three.
I like Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey loses it and he steals the show.
That's my guy.
And Chad, did you ever play the games?
I've played. Well, the first system I ever got as a kid was a Genesis, so that was like pretty big for us with Sonic. But I didn't stick with Genesis, so I didn't stay like Sonic 1, Sonic 2 into like all the other. But I do like Sonic.
This new Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, he really does my doilies.
Well, if you get a chance, check out that movie. I had a blast. Keanu Reeves as Shadow is amazing. Jim Carrey is like Papa, and Dr. Robotnik was just over the top. Like, if you're a fan of Jim Carrey, absolutely check that out. But since we're talking about movies, did you guys see the Superman trailer?
I did see it.
Did you see the Superman trailer?
I have not seen it.
Oh,
you didn't see it? I thought
you gotta watch it.
Like 10 seconds of it as it was like bypassing through another. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what did you think of it, real quick?
I always do the wait and see because you can't judge off the little clip. But what I saw, I was kind of indifferent about. It was kind of like whatever. I was like,
no, you're talking about the teaser trailer for the teaser trailer? Or you're
no,
talking about the actual 2.5 minute teaser.
The actual
trailer?
2.5 minute teaser one. I was like, is it Guardians of the Galaxy Superman? Like,
Dude, to be honest with you, I thought that trailer looked cheap. I thought it looked like CW quality. They focused a lot of it on the extras, and those extras were acting a little too extra.
yeah,
Here's a weird thing that they're like debating is they're trying to fuse this movie with Robert Pattinson's Batman. I cannot see them being in the same universe.
not when you're bringing a freaking crypto into it. I don't see how it's serious. And
I-
bowl cut Guy Gardner,
Gardner, Hawkgirl,
Yeah.
like I get where he's trying to go with it, but I just can't see any kind of like depth or serious tone to
Yeah.
it. I can't picture him sitting next to the Batman.
Yeah.
It wouldn't fit for me.
The Superman is fine though. The look of him and all that, like I'm fine. Like the guy they cast is fine.
I mean, he just looks like a younger Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which they should, in my opinion, they should have just kept him. But I
But
mean,
he has that like Kingdom Come like S on his chest, which I thought was kind of weird too. Right? Is
Which
that not
they're-
the Kingdom
here's-
Come S?
they're going to do that story, but he's going to be like a 30-year-old Superman instead of like a 65-year-old retired Superman.
Okay.
James Gunn already said that the storyline is going to, work through that. Maybe not in every single detail,
Okay.
but it's basically the Kingdom Come story where all the superheroes are like loose cannons and everybody's got deals with like the Pepsi company.
Yeah.
And everybody. That's why Guy Gardner's outfit is white, because he's sponsored by a tech company that pays him to represent them.
They kind of did that in like the New 52. I think it was like Booster Gold or something like that. Was the
Well, that's how they did the whole New
corporate.
52.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then Superman's like gray hair, retired. He comes out of retirement to show everybody morals, the way it should be done, so on and so forth. So it's again, I'm kind of just like, I'm going to see the movie. I'm going to give it a try. I will go see it. I'm not just going to knock it
Of course you are.
Of course
Yeah,
I
of
am.
course.
Yeah.
And then
I got to give it a try.
Gonna say best Superman movie ever.
No, I'm already not going to
Best
say
superhero
that.
movie. You don't know that? You might go in there. and blow
You
your
might
mind.
come in the next day.
No, I don't like the way it's like that 70s retro tech look. I don't like
They
the
might
way...
change it.
No, it's in the trailer. How are they going to change it?
They change a lot of stuff when they do trailers. There's stuff that don't even make it into movies on the
I
trailers. a lot of
mean,
times.
I give you that, but I feel like that's the... James Gunn's already said he wants it to be like a 70s vibe.
I'll do the wait and see on it. Like I said, did it get me excited to see the movie? No. Will I watch it? Probably.
The only scene that I enjoyed, to be honest with you, is that one where he's flying through the ice glaciers and his hair is like blowing in the wind.
And then Crypto takes him
Not
home.
the crypto part.
And whistles and
I'm not talking
comes
about
and
the
takes him
crypto
home.
part, no.
We'll check out the trailer, James.
Yeah,
I thought
James,
we
check out the
watched it,
trailer.
but
I'll watch it. I did see a little bit of it. My take on it, I like James Gunn's movies. So if it's just a watch, I'm not a big Superman fan, but I love Batman. But
Get out. No
yeah, I know. Yeah, sorry, all the Superman DC fans out there. I'm more of a Batman. I like all the Batmans. We were just talking about who was the best Batman earlier.
7 million. Never leave the cave without it.
Can talk about that stuff all day. Superman, some of the movies, like I never watched Smallville before, never seen any of those shows, but I do remember, the 80s Christopher Reeves.
Were you a fan of those ones?
Of course. Yeah. Not like part 3 and after, but 1 and 2,
even with Richard
Solid.
Pryor in it,
I was gonna say
didn't
Richard
save it.
My man, Richard Pryor is solid. I love Richard Pryor.
Is that the one with the female robot chick?
Yeah.
This is the one with Richard Pryor?
But most importantly, Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
I can't ski!
Yeah. He can't co-sign the whole movie.
Well, do you, just based off the little bit that you saw on the trailer, can you see him with Robert Pattinson's Batman?
Nowadays, my take on it is based off of the Penguin show and the first Robert Pattinson movie. That's a really dark, really good detective movie. I don't know if it would go well like with a cartoony kind of CG kind of like feel to the movie, but hey, they've done things,
They have.
and crossed over stuff where like on the other Batman movie where they showed every single Batman through or it wasn't no, that was Justice League.
You're talking about The Flash.
Flash.
Where they do, they went through the little cycle, and you're kind of like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, so the Flash, that was the one where they showed like all those other scenarios kind of coming together, like just little segments of those. So I mean, I won't discount James Gunn's creativity because he does make good movies.
I am a fan of his. Like I enjoyed Peacemaker. Yeah, I enjoyed all the Guardians, like Slither, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Creature Commandos.
I am enjoying Creature Commandos. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie about that. It's a different take because these were bad guys, and I kind of feel like now it's a little more sympathetic, and you're just like, oh.
It's good though.
But before we move on any further than that, I wanted to talk about the news. Did you want to talk about the Epic Toy Show news?
Oh yeah. So Epic Toy Show, we did change the date. Originally we had it scheduled for March 22nd.
It's a better date.
Earlier
date.
A preferred date.
A preferred date.
We usually try to do February when I tried to book it last year because we booked the 4 shows a year in advance. They were already booked up for February, which is weird because usually they kind of hold a spot for me. They didn't this year. So we planned on March 22nd. But then when we did the show a couple weeks ago, they told me there was an opening. So I was like, I already started promoting March, but I was like, though, right? Yeah. But February shows are definitely better. So February 22nd, we did post it on the Instagram and Facebook.
Same day, just a whole month earlier. So you get to come to all this action sooner instead of having to wait so long.
Yeah, I don't like having that big of gaps in between shows because that would have been coming off December. It would have been about 4 months almost. So
yeah, but now we only got to wait 2 sweet months.
2 sweet months.
You'll be there. You'll be there. It's going to be awesome, right?
Oh, yeah. It's always a good time. I look forward to those shows every time we do them. It's not even it. I mean, the time goes by so fast. It's not even like a day. It's usually just like a blur. What number are we on? Shows.
Yeah. I don't know. We have to look. I think it's like
He said yeah.
At least like it would probably be because we've almost had the shop 4 years in February, which we'll be doing something for that too, probably the week after.
Yep.
Like some event.
Oh, for the shop?
Yeah.
Early March,
like March 1st.
Celebration, 2 celebrations coming up.
Yeah. So I'm saying this will probably be like 13.
There you go. Lucky number 13.
For a year. So this will be like so it'll probably be our 13th show.
So make sure you follow Polar Bear Pop Culture on Instagram so you can get all the latest updates, and make sure you bring yourself to the shows because there's always tons of goodies for everybody to look at and enjoy. Definitely pick something up. If you always thought about wanting to get into toy collecting, that will be the place to go so you can get in there, just a variety of different stuff, and you always got to start somewhere.
And for you old heads, Epic Toy Show on Facebook. Because we actually have an Epic Toy Show.
Epic Toy Show.
If you still use Facebook, we do share stuff to Facebook, but we mainly go through Instagram. So.
Instagram. Sweet. And then, what's the Instagram channel? Or the Instagram?
Polar Bear Pop Culture Shop. I don't have an Epic one because I didn't want to change. I'm already managing like 3 accounts.
So it's the same thing. Polar Bear Pop Culture Shop on Instagram.
Yeah.
Look it up. Go on there, like and follow, and let us know what you think about all this cool, awesome stuff. With that down, did you want to bring in?
Yeah, I think we'll bring in Tianne, James's better half.
His better half.
Yeah.
Don't let him say that about you.
No, it's the better half.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get rid of the bad half right here, and we're gonna bring in the better half and see what she has to say. All right, everybody. So we got our special guest here, Tianne. How did you get into all of this?
Yeah.
Silent partner, behind the scenes, better half.
That's a really, really wide question.
All right, go.
So you start with a single part of that question.
Which is?
How did I meet my other half?
We can start there. That's more towards like the beginning.
I met James through art, and he was part of an art crew called Oddity Commodity. And I used to go downtown Mesa and visit with them. They did free sketches when I would take my kids. Never met James, though. I met James on Halloween of 2012 when he was judging a costume contest that me and my kids were in.
Was it love at first sight?
Shut up.
Just like, you were like, look at his hair, look at that.
No, it was really awkward.
Look at that bod.
It was really awkward because, just meeting somebody off the bat like that is really weird. But I was in costume, so it was cool. because my whole face was painted and couldn't really, so it was less.
Oh, he was judging your costume?
He was judging all of our costumes.
Oh, okay.
There was a bunch of us. We should have won just for the fact that we drove from Apache Junction to Glendale, but we won't hold that against them. And then we started talking about toys. We started talking about swap meets, and then probably a week after that, we started going to swap meets, and we haven't stopped since.
So that was like your first date?
I guess
Swap
you could
meet
call it
date.
a date, but my kids were there, so I don't know how weird that is. But they're grown, but still, you know.
So you met him through art.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then that's how you guys started going to swap meets, and that's how you got like the whole toy thing?
Yep.
Are you a collector?
You collect?
I collect.
What do you collect?
I collect anything horror.
Oh, okay.
Scary stuff. Killer Clowns from Outer Space is my jam. You're good.
Okay.
And then it was hard for me. I was in a really weird place. I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but I was in a weird place. And James was like, hey, if we partner up, we can start selling toys and I can show you how this works. And we started doing setting up tables to sell toys. And it hasn't stopped since. We started there, worked our way up to having booths. And then from there, we were doing toy shows. And it just continued from there. And then we met Jason.
But prior to that, you were doing like
Well, I was
poetry
about- I was
stuff,
about
right?
to-
Like,
that was, yeah.
Poetry.
The
Yeah.
little birdie over here told me you like poetry.
Well, the poetry thing was weird because it was actually, I was learning how to talk to people because when I started selling toys with James, he would leave me alone at the table.
to this day.
So yeah, but basically, so I could come out of my shell because I don't know how to talk to people on that level. Like I can sit and talk to you for hours, but to talk to a stranger was really hard for me. So I started doing that, and then I was like, I'm just gonna take a chance, and I'm gonna print up some of my poetry in what they call zines. And then I started doing the poetry open nights, open mic nights.
You ever done like poetry on the spot?
I
Can you hit us with poetry right now?
I can't hit
Oh,
you with
okay.
poetry right now.
Well, because I'm barely finding this out. I didn't
Dude,
know
I
you did
could
poetry.
read you poetry that I have on my phone all day.
That you've written?
Yeah. I have books of poetry.
I know she has books. That's what I was going to
That
get to.
you've
Like
written.
scenes.
Yeah, that I've written.
Do we have time for her to read a poem real quick?
Mine are handwritten.
If you want to put her on the spot, but she.
Well,
I
no,
don't
if
think
you
she
have
has her
something on your
and
phone
stuff.
that you've
I have stuff on my
Did you read
phone.
All right, so we took a break so Tia can go get her phone, and now that she's got her phone, she's going to read you and us a sweet little poem.
Try not to cry, Daniel.
I'll try not to cry, but I love this crap.
Sweet little poem. It's not, yeah, it's kind of dark. All right. Bright light shining, burning my eyes, searing my skin, wishing for twilight to turn to night, comforting my mind, embracing my soul. In darkness, I am calm. In darkness, I'm at peace. Nurturing my heart, breathing new life into a weary mind too full of crippling thoughts. In darkness, I find peace.
Beautiful.
Damn.
So you're still writing stuff now, right? Like you still do stuff.
I actively write.
But you don't do the
usually every
zines
day.
anymore.
No, not anymore.
What are zines, real quick? What is that? Is that like where you go and you do like at a coffee place or something?
So think
Magazine.
about this size right here. It's basically a little magazine, and I hand write all my poetry, and then I just went and photocopied it because I also would paint flowers on there and all kinds of
But
stuff.
you would sell them?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. So you would sell them like at the booth with James while James was like selling toys?
Nope.
Oh, separately.
Yeah, that was separate.
Oh,
Really,
that's awesome.
really, a lot of people don't understand poetry, so combining poetry with toys is just a kind of chaos. So we don't do that.
Man, I didn't. Yeah, see, this is something that I'm barely finding out, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Thanks.
I couldn't write that.
I've been writing since I was 6.
And the flowers you had too. You were calling it. What were you calling it together? Like, because you had a name for it. What you were calling the zines, like.
Oh, all my zines have different names, but the Melancholy Musings of a Misfit Girl, that's me.
That's what I was trying to get to. I couldn't remember. I knew it was melancholy something, but I remember the flowers, and you had the stickers before.
I've
Is that an
always,
Instagram page?
I have an Instagram page, but it's just under Tianne Pitz.
Do you post your poetry on there?
Yes,
Say that one more time.
I'm under Instagram as Tianne Pitz myself.
No
you go.
weirdos, please.
But if you want to get out there and read some more of that awesome poetry, there you go, right there.
I still
That's
have
awesome.
zines for sale too. So
Did not know you do that. Why don't you bring that to the show?
She just told you why.
Wait, why?
Toy people don't understand poetry. Like,
well, that doesn't mean she can't try.
Unless it's
we have artists there.
poetry is a different kind of nerd.
prior to that, though, because you said, did he get you into the toys, though? Because we didn't really...
He got me into the toys because once he taught me how to pull myself up financially, which was the big thing. I started out as the Hot Wheels queen, which was not very lucrative. So
That's something like in the longevity.
So I had to find something else that was my niche, because basically he was the action figure guy, and he knew he could look at an action figure, know what it was, and he was so good at that. I had to find something that I could be good at, that I could master, and mine was Littlest Pet Shops.
Oh, okay. And My Little Pony?
And My Little Pony, because obviously My Little Pony is what I played with too. So,
So outside of those ones, did he get you into collecting any other stuff, or do you still collect like My Little Pony stuff and like Littlest Pet Shops?
I don't collect any of those. The only thing I collect now is like the horror stuff. I collect very strange things.
Disney villains.
Disney villains. I'm about the villains, especially Maleficent. Maleficent's my favorite. Evil Queen.
Now shall you deal with me, O Prince, and all the powers of hell!
Well, since we're on like the horror subject, you want to talk about the movies thing? Go do the horror movies?
Yeah, we can, since we have, because
Yeah.
Tianne is into the horror stuff like I am, and she probably has a good list of, favorite horror Christmas movies. So,
Yeah, do you want to do horror? You said horror or regular Christmas?
well, we did regular before. She has some regular ones but we were going to focus on the
Yeah,
horror
we'll
ones.
stick to the meat, which would
Yeah.
be the horror ones.
Yeah.
What would you say your favorite Christmas horror movies are?
My favorite Christmas horror movie of all time, and it wins and beats everything else, is Krampus.
Okay.
2015 Krampus?
Yes.
Well, I was going to say, hopefully not Krampus's mom or whatever the ones they started
What
doing.
was the one
like-
Krampus for Santa Claus? Come on.
Yeah, the
Krampus is good.
Krampus was mind blowing to me. I grew up with Krampus, so Krampus was something that was near and dear to me, because I've always liked the dark side of Christmas, and Krampus was great, and to see it brought out so well onto the big screen blew me away.
Did they used to threaten you with Krampus?
No, nobody threatened me.
She's like, no, I was regular. I got coal.
No, it was I read it. So my dad was a writer as well, and so we were very into the stories, but he always wanted me to see the other side. He didn't want me to be brought up in the mainstream.
Oh, dude, the whole lore, the whole folklore behind Krampus, where he comes from. One of my things that I want to do is go to one of those those marches in the streets that they do in like Germany.
Yeah, I did see those.
Where it originated from, and everybody just looks so cool. Like that's
Definitely
one of
something
my
on my
dreams.
list,
Yeah, mine too. But they do have a traveling one that I just heard about, and I'm gonna get some more information. I want to get some more information because I'm definitely interested. I think they did it. I want to say they did it in Colorado, but I'm not sure. So
Somewhere
I'm
around
To
gonna.
be able to go over there though, like where.
Well,
it
that would
comes
be
from,
the
yeah.
dream, but
Have you seen the
of course-
unrated one?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
So that's your number one. All
That's
time.
my number one of all
What-
time.
what comes next.
Gremlins, which
No, I'm not laughing at you. That movie's amazing.
Gremlins
That
is
movie's horrifying.
so the thing about Gremlins is, that's near. I was young, so around the time it came out was the same thing with E.T. It was around the same time. But seeing Gremlins, the story that she tells about her dad.
I mean, come on now.
I mean, it's tragic, but when you're young and you're watching this and you're listening to that story, you're like, holy shit. Like, it does something to your brain. And then you want more.
Not
of
only that
course.
story, but what about the old lady on the chairlift?
The
thing?
chairlift. I still can't look at a chairlift without thinking
What
of
about
her.
when Santa Claus runs by on that scene and he's getting torn apart?
Yeah.
I mean, that movie is
But them in the
glorious.
bar is just
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal. That movie was just so amazing. And they're just pretty much my top two. There's a lot of other movies, but not in my eyes. I don't know why.
What about Gremlins New Batch?
Doesn't even take place during Christmas.
It doesn't take place near Christmas.
I just actually watched it the other night.
I love it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It's so good. It's a guilty pleasure.
I remember why I haven't watched it in so long.
Because it's a guilty
it's not the
pleasure.
same. As
Once
the
you
first
watch it, you're like, oh,
The Gargoyle, the Batman.
not the same.
You gotta have
You know,
no thorough
Silent
pressure.
Night, Deadly Night is good.
one. Yes.
You've made it through Halloween. Now try and survive Christmas. Silent Night. Deadly Night.
That's a really good movie. I stopped at that. I've seen them, but you know, the other ones, but I love that movie. He was just great in that role too, and he was very convincing. So
Part 2.
Garbage Day! Huh? No!
Part 2, Part 1.
No. Part 2.
Black
Insert
Christmas
clip.
is good.
Which
The
one?
original.
Wait, oh, okay.
Yeah, not that.
Yeah, verify that.
Not this new whatever friggin' secret society paranormal-ish kind of weird one that they just did, but
Yeah, not good.
the original was pretty good. And then was it Sorority Row? That one was good too, and that one was like around Christmas time also. But I like the one with Bruce Willis's daughter. Is that her? Is she in that one? Yeah.
You know, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is Sorority Row. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's Sorority Row. But that's it. I love all horror, so I watch it year round, so it's pretty much embedded in my brain at this point. But I can watch Krampus. Like, I'll usually watch it at least 4 times in the month of December. So
That's a good one.
It's a good movie.
It's
Yeah.
a good list. There's a lot of mine on that list.
Were we doing ours?
You can do yours. She took a lot of mine, but yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. My favorite horror Christmas movie is Die Hard.
All right, we're not gonna get in it. And not okay. It is a Christmas
Is
movie.
that Die
by the way.
Hard?
Die
It is
Hard
a-
is a Christmas.
it is a Christmas movie, but it's not a horror movie.
I'm sorry. That's the wrong answer.
It's an action movie.
No, number one for me. I do love Krampus. I do, and then there's like Deadly Night, Silent Night,
Yeah. Part 2.
Gremlins. Part 2. Is that your favorite? You
No.
keep saying, is that your favorite? I'm trying to think of other Christmas movies like
Well,
horror.
I'll jump in.
Yeah, jump in. Come on.
A new one just came out. Terrifier 3.
Oh,
A
see,
new
and I haven't
classic.
seen it
I
yet.
forgot that's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
And one that's underrated. Christmas, Bloody Christmas.
Oh, what's that other one? I'm drawing a blank. The one that has David Harbour in it.
That's not horror though. That's Violent Night.
But
Oh, yeah.
That was. I mean,
You know, that was actually
There's a lot
pretty
of blood and
decent.
guts
though.
in that, though.
That was
but
pretty
not horror
decent.
themed.
You're right.
No.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm sorry. That's the wrong answer.
Krampus is up there. Yeah, Gremlins. I was gonna say that one. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Trading Places.
Not a horror movie.
I'm sorry. That's the wrong answer.
There's some other ones, but I wouldn't put him. Jack Frost. I wouldn't put it in my top.
All right,
but it's a
calm
good.
down. You're gonna get Edgar excited back there.
Jack Frost.
That's not even a Christmas movie. Wait, the PG-13 Disney Jack Frost
No, the
with
horror
Michael
Jack.
Keaton.
We're talking horror movies.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry. That's the wrong answer.
I mean, that guy died and came back. I mean, that's kind of a ghost,
It had that cheesiness to it. So
Right?
It was good. It was good.
What about the Grinch? That horror movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that though. But
movie is so bad.
the mean one.
The me.
I haven't seen
Has
it
anyone?
yet.
No, yeah.
I saw it. I watched it.
They're
I
trying
watch
to
all
charge
those
for it right
movies.
now. Like,
I don't know if I'm gonna pay for that.
It's the guy who did Terrifier.
I get that, but I don't care.
don't pay for
Yeah,
it.
no.
If you can watch that movie for free, just watch it to laugh at it. He's really not even in the movie that much. He's in like the last 20 minutes.
Really?
He shows up like throughout the movie, but if you add all of the time together, it's like 18 minutes. The last 10 minutes, he's like in it straight. Look, the dumbest thing about that movie is if you stick to the ending, they try to give it like this super serious, heartfelt ending, and you're kind of just like, what the heck? Because the whole movie is ridiculous. And then at the end, all of a sudden, they're just like, feelings, love. And you're just like, what are we doing?
His heart had to grow.
But you haven't seen it. I'm not going to ruin it, but that's the part I'm talking about.
You can ruin it because I doubt I'm going to see it.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, you can ruin it all you want, but
Go watch it.
people might not want to
Yeah.
have it ruined.
Yeah, go
but
watch that.
There might be some people really excited to see it.
I'm sure there's more.
I know. I can't
Well,
think of
Fat Man was good too with
Mel Gibson.
but it's not a horror movie.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's not a.
There's
horror
other
movie.
ones where I won't mention because they're not really good.
There's a lot,
that's
but
kind
there are
of
a
a
lot
short
of B
list.
and C movies.
All through the house. There's ones, but I'm saying we're talking
I know
favorites.
horror Christmas movies. Yeah,
It's hard.
Yeah.
They should make more, really, and they should make more on the caliber of Krampus and Terrifier. They should make more like that.
Make more, but don't overdo it because you don't need like all these characters that weren't originally Christmas, and now they're going to try to throw them in there.
No, we
It's
don't
like,
need to saturate it at all.
Wait, was there ever a time when Jason?
No,
did
but
Christmas?
they've talked about doing one in like the snow and all that stuff.
Got it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he went to New York,
There's, like,
but there was
fan-made
no
stuff.
snow that time.
Yeah, that's what
Christmas,
Well-
Bloody Christmas, though. Robot Santa, that's all you need to know. Terminator style. If you haven't seen it, it's underrated. Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, Christmas, Bloody Christmas.
What's
yeah.
it on?
I forget. It was streaming on one of the
Recently?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. Christmas Bloody Christmas. I'm gonna watch it tonight. We're gonna talk about it next week.
Dialogue's a little cringy.
I mean, who cares?
But
those B movies.
you get
are
past
just,
that, yeah.
Long story short, I used to hate B movies. I used to not give them the time of day. I couldn't stand the dialogue, the cheap editing, the filming.
Really?
Now, I just, you know what hooked me watching these B movies? Pooh, Blood, and Honey.
Oh,
That
that
would make you not want to watch.
No, but I watched those movies, and then I watched the second one, and then I went back for like the last 15 years, and I've been like watching like all these B horror movies,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, what?
80s and 90s were the best.
the niche
man.
for that is I'm the queen of B movies as far as watching them. Like if you say a B movie, 90% I've seen it. Like I
Don't be
even
proud of
have
that.
no, I am proud of that because
proud of
I think that B movies are amazing because it's that cheese factor is what you're looking for. You want to be able to watch something that's so horrifically bad, you're laughing, but you're thinking in reality this is pretty terrifying. I mean,
Like Anaconda 2?
dude, have you seen
You haven't seen that?
have you seen Frog?
Stopped at one.
The original Frogs.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that movie
so-
is glorious.
Frogs is amazing. And
It's up
then
there with like Fog,
Rubber
Rubber.
was
That's
hilarious.
the tire one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was-
You see that one?
It was
Yeah.
one of the we're like, why are we watching this movie about this tire? But it was fantastic. I love B movies. I think that I get a lot of joy. Again, Killer Clowns from Outer Space was not considered a
Commercial
A-list
yeah.
movie. It was
Phenomenal.
considered a B movie. A lot of people don't like it, but the people that do like it really like it.
Definitely that 80s nostalgia. That VHS and cable helped with that in the 80s.
Yes.
Then the stuff that you would
But back-
normally not see got
Exactly.
to come out.
And you had to wait. If you couldn't afford VHS, you had to wait like 5 years before they would put it on syndication.
That's why you make friends with people who had them. So you just go to their house.
Nice. But so
Before we switch, did you want to do like a New Year's resolution? So you could start with your New Year's resolution, and then we're gonna bring in
And
the
then we'll
bad
bring
half.
in the bad half.
The bad half? What,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to come up with a New Year's resolution.
Yeah, put you on the spot.
Yeah, don't make it seem like you don't have a New Year's resolution.
Actually, I don't have New Year's
All right,
resolutions.
we do that. Come on. No, I'm just kidding.
Why are you pressuring me? No, I really don't have resolutions per se. I always strive to just be a better version of myself every year.
okay, that's a good
Yeah.
news resolution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've come a long way. And at this age,
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
all you can do is just continue to improve because if you go backwards, then it kind of sucks.
That's
Right.
that poetry talking right there. She took it to a deep level.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about poetry. We'll be there all night. So.
But it was good talking to you. See, we found out stuff that we didn't know, or you found out stuff you didn't know.
I mean, we all found out stuff we didn't know because nobody ever had a chance to meet Tianne, and here's Tianne, and now you guys know a little bit about her. And if you see her at the toy show, feel free to ask her questions because she loves talking to people.
She does now, yeah.
All right, now that we switch back to the bad half over here, I don't know if you heard the conversation we were talking about.
I did not.
Okay, so we were talking about favorite Christmas horror movies. We all gave ours, and now it's your turn to do yours.
Oh man, that one's a tough one. I don't know if there's for me a real horror Christmas movie that I can name off the top of my head. Gremlins probably is the closest. I think it's not necessarily a horror movie, But when you seen it back in the 80s, I would assume that would be the closest thing to like a horror movie for me. Gremlins.
Yeah, that was on our list. It is a horror movie because
It definitely is a Christmas horror
For
movie.
some reason, Exorcist sticks out to me as well too. For like some horror movie, Christmas horror movie. I don't know why.
I think that takes place during Christmas.
No,
having that party in the.
I think that's like a New Year's party.
Is it a New Year's
Yeah, I
party?
think which is
Which
close,
is right around.
but it's snowing. You can, yeah. There's a lot of light.
I thought there was a Christmas tree in the living room when they go through.
They probably didn't take it down yet, but I don't think there was.
Oh, okay.
Some people leave their Christmas trees up.
Fact check. We'll leave that one to Edgar.
It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened.
Well, Tianne said Krampus for movie.
Oh, that one's good. Yeah, that one's. I don't look at it as a horror movie though. That's the thing.
It is though.
You know, I sent you that the meme where it's Arnold Schwarzenegger and he's talking about Krampus and he's like, "You guys got all this in North America. You guys got all this cool Santa Claus and stuff. We have Krampus where the devil comes to town and gets all the bad kids." So I guess Krampus is kind of like a.
Oh, dude, if you get into the lore, we're not going to, but if you get into the lore of Krampus, it's pretty insane.
Just watch Family Guy, that episode with Krampus explained.
I could tell you I'm going to watch Jack Frost tonight. So, Jack Frost.
How are you?
World's most pissed off snow cone.
I still haven't seen part 3 to Terrifier.
That was on my list.
That was on
yes, so I got it because I've seen him in the Christmas suit, and I'm like, something's going down.
It's about to come to Max because they just put 1 and 2 on there, and then I always forget the original one that he starred in before.
Yeah, it's the short stories.
All Hallows Eve.
There you go.
Eve, that one's also on.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
So I believe they're getting ready to put the 3rd one on there because they just uploaded all those.
Oh, I got one. Child's Play.
You know what that is during Christmas because
Was he getting it for the doll? Yeah, he's getting the doll for Christmas.
We'll allow it.
Child's
Actually, it is,
Play.
Yeah, we'll allow it. This guy will allow it. Sorry, what are the rules and regulation when it comes to?
It's got to be 80% themed in the Christmas.
And horror, 15% horror, 85%.
Christmas.
85. Okay, all right, we'll take that.
85% of the time, every time.
Child's Play is a good one. Insert Chucky here.
We're friends to the end, remember?
This is the end, friend.
Any other ones, or did you want to do your New Year's resolution?
I think that's good. Yeah, let's roll.
All right, sweet. What's your New Year's resolution?
Did you guys give yours already?
We didn't. We were saving it for you.
Oh, I have to go first. Let's see. New Year's resolution. I never set any New Year's resolutions. I feel like I'm pretty set doing my thing already. So
if you could come up with one, what would it be?
I would say, without me joking, just being a little bit more serious, maybe just expand a little bit more on like the shop, like put a little bit more effort into like doing some cool stuff like here at the shop, picking it up a little bit more, trying to focus a little bit more on that, which we're already doing. I'm just saying a little bit more diligently, and then probably just waiting for that alien invasion in 2025.
Same thing like James. I don't really do New Year's resolutions.
Oh my
no,
goodness,
but it's
guys, come on.
Really, like I don't, because you should be working on yourself like every day.
But I mean, a New Year's resolution doesn't have to be necessarily working on yourself. It could be something ridiculous, like you're gonna eat salad more, you're gonna drink less coffee.
I do that on a normal basis anyway. I try to like eliminate stuff, but yeah,
that's a waste of thought process. We work right next to a gym.
Do you go to the gym?
I don't need to.
Oh.
I work out here on the floor.
So my New Year's resolution, honestly, help us grow this channel bigger. If you got family or friends, or if you know anybody that knows anything about this stuff or enjoys all this stuff, and if you want to just come and hang out with us when we do these awesome videos, help us get to, let's say, 500 followers. Let's see if we could do that this year, then we could try to grow it more and faster if we get it to that. Dang it, I draw a blank on what I was going to say.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But definitely, like, growing the business is always a thing. I guess that could be.
That was number one for all three of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
always
definitely
fun.
want to grow this channel, and I definitely want to get more fans because we love talking about this stuff. We love having you guys come and check it out. Yeah, New Year's resolutions are a great thing. I love doing them. I love making up random stuff. Am I going to stick to it? The lesser funny ones, you know, or the more funnier ones? Probably not. Most people quit after 3 weeks. But this one, we're going to do our best to stick to it.
Yeah, we like doing it, so it's not about instant success. You know, we're doing something a little different, and
yeah, we're
having
going to
fun
grow
doing
one
it.
day at a time. And if you guys want to help out, please jump in there and help us out.
Yeah.
Let's see. What are we going to do? I didn't know we were going to do an unboxing, but we got an unboxing we're going to do.
Well, that's the plan, to always do one unless we're doing a giveaway, which we did.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
Yeah, but the plan is to always be opening something cool and showing it off. So,
are we at that point yet? Or are we going to jump in there?
I think we are, yeah. Let's jump into some
All right,
unboxing.
Heck yeah, let's jump in there and do an unboxing coming at you right now.
All right, for the box opening, we have JM Toys. Let's just call them, I guess, Frozen Ninja for copyright reasons.
But it's Sub-Zero. Let's be realistic, guys. I like all the blood on this box. I'm not gonna lie. Look at the detail. You know, there's no words on it. There's no description, but I just like the blood splatter. All right, so right off the bat, I do like the way this figure looks when it comes to just looking at it. But things that I've noticed right away that my buddies over here pointed out is that these pegs for these hands are ridiculous. I've already tried to stick it back on and it sits there, but the moment you try to give it any articulation or any kind of like movement, they just fall right off. The detail is pretty good when it comes into like looking at individual fingers and when it comes to looking at like, you know, the color paint. But as of right now, our good old Zero sub here can't have hands. What company was this?
JM Toys.
JM Toys. So it looks like they might have like a good startup. I mean, just by messing with it a little bit, like it's got double butterfly elbows. It looks like it's got double butterfly joints when it comes into the knees. Like you can bend them in both ways. There's actually a little bit of like an extension where you can pull it out. He's got the ankle roll, but he can't really go that far with the ankle because his boots hold it there. Like that's really all the play that you have in this. But besides like what was that?
That was his bandana.
That was the bandana.
Yeah.
Just off the bat, I'm gonna say that this toy looks really good, but when it comes to like any kind of posing, I feel like that's gonna be a little difficult. He does have a lot of cool accessories. We're gonna pull these out real quick. He's got another head where the bandana just fell right off. You can kind of see his eyes in there, which is okay. I'm gonna say the coolest feature about this thing is you could say this little skull and this little spine. You can add this to your Predators. You can add this to like another major line toy company if you've got one. Those look cool. His weapons look kind of cool, but I mean, you right here, what do you think looking at this real quick?
They look fine. I mean, they're frozen weapons. They got a little bit of like a whitewash, I guess, would be over the
oh
blue,
yeah, I
like
do. Maybe they're trying to add like a ice cold effect.
I was trying to see what the difference was with the head.
And honestly, it just looks like the eyes if you look at that. I'm honestly gonna say if you guys pick this one up, I love the accessories. I love all the little things that it has like on the side, and then maybe you could do like a really cool custom, or maybe you can add it to like an existing figure that you have. But like right out the door, right out the bat, it's okay.
You can mod it. The hands are
yeah.
always an issue on a lot of third parties. I've been noticing they don't do the peg hole like deep enough on the hand, so that's an issue. Does this head fit on here? Because you can do that too. You can try that out, Daniel.
I mean, but Sub-Zero doesn't normally have.
Well, now this is not Sub-Zero. This is Frozen Ninja.
Or Frozen Ninja. I'm sorry. If you look underneath here, he's got, oh wow, this is like a soft
flesh.
good. Yeah. Did you know that?
I didn't know it was soft and fleshy.
Yeah, it's soft and fleshy with a hard plastic.
Flappy folds.
All right, I'm gonna have to give this a little bit more time. But like right out the door, I'm gonna say it's okay. But wow, look at that soft plastic for the ribs. Oh wow, his chest is soft. Huh. Yeah, I don't want to break
Give it
that.
3 out of 5 Daniel Sons.
I'd give this an honestly, like, out the door, like a 2.5 out of 5. I mean, maybe if I play with it and I figure it out more, but I mean, I've messed around with a lot of third-party figures and they're not that difficult, especially when it comes to like the joints and the little sockets. It just doesn't stick in there. I'm not sure if they made the mold bigger, smaller, but we'll just say it's a practice run or like a trial and error. But yeah, I'd give it like a 2.5 out of 5 on the spot. Yeah.
What do you think, Larry?
All right, everybody, thanks for checking us out. We had an awesome video today. Thanks to our special guest Tianne back there. Thanks to the frozen flippin' ninja right here, which yeah.
You can pick them up at Polar Bear's Pop
You
Culture
can
Shop.
pick them up at Polar Bear Pop Culture Shop. What's the price on this bad boy?
$99.95.
$99.95. All right. But again, yeah, thanks for coming and checking us out. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you know when we upload one of these awesome videos. Definitely go back and check out any of the videos you might have missed or not have seen yet. And we all just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.